Now let us discuss about centrifugation. So centrifugation is a unit operation employed for separating the constituents present in the dispersion with the aid of centrifugal force. It is used to separate the constituents present in a dispersion with the aid of centrifugal force. Now, let us discuss the process of centrifugation. The centrifuge consists of essentially a container in which a mixture of solid and liquid or two liquids are placed and rotated at high speeds. And the mixture is separated into its constituent parts by the action of centrifugal force on their densities. A solid or a liquid of higher specific gravity is thrown outwards with a greater force. Therefore, it is retained at the bottom of the container, leaving a clear supernatant layer of pure liquid. And the speed of centrifuge is commonly expressed in terms of number of revolutions per minute of the rotor. This is important. The speed of the centrifuge is commonly expressed in terms of number of revolutions per minute of the rotor. The centrifugation process has multiple applications in the production of bulk drugs, biological products, biopharmaceutical analysis of drugs, evaluation of suspensions and emulsions, and the determination of molecular weight of colloids. These are some of the applications of centrifugation in the pharma industry. Now coming to the classification of centrifuges. The classification is based upon their mechanism of separation. There are mainly two types, sedimentation centrifuge and filtration centrifuge. Coming to sedimentation centrifuge, it produces sedimentation of solids based on the differences in their densities, of two or more phases of the liquid. And the efficiency depends on the velocity of rotation to which the mixture is subjected. Examples of sedimentation centrifuge are horizontal continuous centrifuge, supercentrifuge, and conical disc centrifuge. These are some of the examples of sedimentation centrifuge. Now coming to the uses of sedimentation centrifuge. The liquid by liquid phases are separated in the extraction of drugs, for example, manufacturing of antibiotics. Blood plasma is separated from the whole blood by the use of sedimentation centrifuge. And the suspensions containing low concentrations of solids can be separated quickly. Olive and fish liver oils are purified by removing dirt and water. Lanolin is recovered from the wool by scoring process. Bacterial enzymes are prepared by removing bacteria. In the manufacturing of insulin, liquor is clarified so as to remove the precipitated proteins. These are some of the uses of sedimentation centrifuge. Now coming to the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are compact and occupy a very small space. It is highly efficient. Two immiscible liquids are easily separated on a continuous process. By controlling the speed of rotation and the rate of flow, coarse particles are separated while finer particles remain in the suspensions. These are some of the advantages. Coming to the disadvantages, the construction of sedimentation centrifuges is complicated and it is capacity limited. These are some of the disadvantages. Coming to the next type of centrifuge, it is filtration centrifuge. It is a centrifuge in which solids pass through the porous medium based on the difference in the density of solid and liquid phases. And normally perforated wall is covered with a filter medium such as canvas or metal cloth. Examples of filtration centrifuge are perforated basket centrifuge and semi-continuous centrifuge. Coming to the uses of filtration centrifuge, when a solid recovery is the primary goal, centrifugation must be considered as an alternative for simple filtration. In such cases, filtration centrifuge is used. And for removing unwanted solids from a liquid, for example, precipitated protein are removed from insulin with the help of filtration centrifuge. Coming to the advantages, it can handle slurries with high proportion of solids and even those having paste-like consistency. And the final product has very low moisture content. In this method, dissolved solids are separated from the cake. These are some of the advantages of filtration centrifuge. Coming to the disadvantages, The entire cycle is complicated, resulting in the considerable labor costs. It is a batch process or semi-continuous process. The solids form a hard cake due to the centrifugal force, which is difficult to remove. These are some of the disadvantages. Coming to the classification of centrifuges based upon the production scale, laboratory scale and commercial scale. Examples of laboratory scale centrifuges are horizontal spinning arm type, angle centrifuge 45 to 50 angle, high speed centrifuge which is nothing but 10,000 revolutions per minute, ultra centrifuge which has 85,000 revolutions per minute. These are some of the laboratory scale centrifuges. Coming to this commercial scale, it is batch type, perforated basket centrifuge. For a semi-continuous scale, short cycle batch centrifuge, and for continuous centrifuge, the example is super centrifuge. These are some of the commercial scale centrifuges. Coming to the factors affecting the process. So what are the factors that affect the sedimentation process? They are nature of slurry, flow of feed or slurry, centrifuge dimensions, densities of the materials to be separated, bottle size, and centrifugation time. Bottle size is nothing but centrifuge size and centrifugation time. These are some of the factors that affects the process. Coming to the equipment, various types of centrifuges are perforated basket centrifuge, non-perforated basket centrifuge, semi-continuous centrifuge or short cycle automatic batch centrifuge, continuous horizontal centrifuge, super centrifuge, conical disc centrifuge or D-level clarifier. These are some of the equipments we will discuss in the next session in detail about each of the equipment. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on pharmaceutical sciences.